Very good morning, class 11th. Today we will proceed with chapter 4, Human Development. We had already covered physical development in adolescence in the other video. Now, through this video, I am going to tell you about cognitive development in adolescence. So, let's start. Okay, so today we'll start up with cognitive development in adolescence. According to Jean Piaget, adolescents are in the formal operational stage. Okay, so we completed all the four stages of cognitive development given by Piaget. In one of my video, I will put up the revision of all the four stages discussed by Piaget. Now let's talk about this stage, formal operational stage. In this, the adolescent use their reasoning to think about how reality compares to ideal. For example, our parents, they set up ideal for us. Now, at this stage, you all can compare whether that is happening in reality or not. Clear? Next point is you all can think about the different choices and their consequences, isn't it? All of you become more systematic in solving your problems. All means I'm talking about all adolescent. Okay. Next point is you can debate over the matters of justice, meaning of life, and human nature. That is, your thinking, moral thinking also shows some flexibility. That is, adolescent recognizes alternative moral courses. They can explore more options. Okay, for example, should I smoke as everyone I know does? Is it ethical to copy the answers in examination? You will set up your own moral code. Now you are no more what the teacher says you will accept. You are no more what your parents say you will accept until you check it. And this is a good thing, children. Even I want my students to use their own brain. Okay, individuals at this stage might participate, they participate in the protest. Where it is said that you are hot blooded in adolescence, but not that way. You should be using all the energy which you are having at this stage in a positive manner. Okay, now let's talk about egocentrism, which still exists. Adolescent also, they are self-focused. We keep on saying na, you must have heard the parents saying, now at this stage you become more involved with yourself. And one psychologist, David L. Kind, has talked about this type of egocentrism which you develop. This is due to lots of physical and psychological changes which you are experiencing, so your attention is towards yourself only, then to others. You think your thoughts are more superior than the others at this stage of life, and it's natural. The parents do think that you are not talking to them or you are not listening to them. It's not their mistake of thinking is, but yes, the knowledge of psychology is giving you the hint कि why an adolescent behaves the way he is behaving. So we need to understand these adolescent. As a young parent, you should, when I take you as a young parent, when you our future parents rather, isn't it? So at that time you just remember my these lectures which I am giving you, that why this child is behaving this way. Okay, at this stage of adolescence everyone behaves this way only, that he is preoccupied with his own thoughts due to physical and the psychological changes that are occurring in his body. Now David Elkind has divided, has talked about two components which are there in adolescent egocentrism, which we will discuss. Yes, now the two concepts discussed by David Elkind are imaginary audience and personal fable. Imaginary audience is adolescent belief that others are as preoccupied with them as they are about themselves. It is not only that you think, according to this psychologist, it is not only that you think that you are preoccupied with yourself, but you keep on thinking that others in the environment, teachers are always thinking about you, or your friends are always thinking about you, your parents are always thinking about you. Okay, so that is imaginary audience. They imagine that people are always noticing them and are observing each and every behavior of theirs. Imagine a boy who thinks, now this is an interesting example, you will see. Imagine a boy who thinks that all will notice the ink spot on his shirt, or a girl with a pimple feels all people would think how bad her skin is. It is this imaginary audience which makes them extremely self conscious. Okay, so you are very, and you should comment and tell me whether this happens with you or it is just theoretical in your books only. You like to see yourself again and again in the mirror, isn't it? As an adolescent, you like to see yourself, always keep checking how you are looking. If you are dressing for the party, you will take, say, an hour to dress up, because you are very self conscious at this stage कि each and every behavior of mine is being watched by others. This is imaginary. Okay, so now let me talk about the other concept, that is personal fable. It involves your sense of uniqueness. Okay, your again and again I am using, that means I am talking about you all adolescent. You think yourself to be unique. Okay, adolescent sense of uniqueness makes them think that no one understands them or their feelings. Yes, this is a very common problem with the adolescent. They will say that their parents does not understand. You will be experiencing these things very soon when you will be introducing your boyfriend, girlfriend to your parents, and they will say that no, this is not fine, this is not. So you will feel that your parents do not understand. I am discussing with you one very interesting example. Okay, for example, an adolescent girl thinks that none can sense the hurt that she feels because of being betrayed by a friend. Okay, it is quite common to hear that adolescents say to parents, "You don't understand me," isn't it? Do you? Please do comment and tell me that is it the case with you all also, or it is just the theory part which you are reading. Okay, so this is what is personal fables. Okay, that, and you will write also, children, to go to this extent that you write also. in your personal diaries about this, that neither my mother nor my grandmother nor my friends, they don't understand my perspective. Okay, this is what is personal fable.